Are abs really made in the kitchen? The theory of losing weight is simple, but when it comes to practice, unfortunately things look a little different. One of those burning questions that people have over and over again is if diet or exercise is more important for weight loss. You probably heard the theory that diet is 80% of the equation when it comes to weight loss and exercise is only the other 20%. So is it really more important than exercise? I don't think so. Of course, diet plays a big part if you want to lose weight, but so does exercise. They are equally important, and it is a shame that not more people talk about it. So we will be talking about it. Make sure to pay attention because I think you might learn something. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This channel is all about helping you on your journey to lose weight, to get fit, and to build a healthy lifestyle permanently for you and for your family. Because fitness doesn't have to be complicated, so we keep things simple and easy. Most people think that they can eat whatever they want as long as they exercise enough. But then they wonder why they don't lose weight. Or they eat healthy without ever exercising, and then they wonder why they are still feeling like shit. Here's the thing. You cannot out-train your fork, and you cannot out-diet no exercise. But let's start from the beginning. To lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. How you achieve that doesn't really matter. It's calories in versus calories out. It's fairly simple and certainly nothing new. So you can either eat less or you burn more. And I don't say that one is easier than the other because depending on who you ask, you would get a different answer. If you have a food addiction, restricting calories can be nearly impossible. And if you absolutely hate exercising, then doing more of it probably makes you want to kill yourself. So you want to find a good middle ground that works for you. Alright, so calories are your body's energy source. And your body needs a certain amount of calories just to function, just to keep you alive. Calories in, I think it's fairly obvious. It's the food you eat and you have total control over that. Calories out is a little more complex, but it's still not too hard to understand. So there are three components when it comes to calories out. Number one is your basal metabolic rate, also known as a BMR, and that is the number of calories your body needs simply to function the way it does. In theory, the calories you would burn if you lie in bed all day long. The number two is the thermic effect of food, which is how much calories your body uses to metabolize and digest the food you eat. And number three is daily physical activity, and that can be anything from walking to work, fidgeting, and all that other stuff you do throughout the day. And of course, exercise. And that is also the only thing that you can directly influence. If you move more, you burn more. We could argue about the exact number, but I think it doesn't really matter anyway. However, you can also indirectly influence your basal metabolic rate. Your BMR is largely dependent by your total lean mass, especially muscle mass, because muscles are metabolic, and that means that muscle cells use more energy than fat cells. They need to be maintained, and anything that reduces lean mass will reduce your BMR. So if you lose weight without working out, you burn muscle and fat, and that would decrease your BMR. So you can see that exercise is important when you want to lose weight, but that is not the only reason why exercising is playing such a crucial part. But we will talk about that in just a minute. For now, let's talk about diet. You can certainly lose weight with diet alone. Eat less than you burn and you will lose weight. And depending on your current situation, that could mean cutting out some sodas or skipping dessert occasionally. You can start small because small changes can have a big impact, especially at the beginning. But, and that's a very big but, as I mentioned before, if you lose weight without exercise, your BMR will decrease faster and more significantly. Your body starts to burn muscle and fat, which ultimately means that you can eat less and less food to stay in a caloric deficit. Your body starts to hold on to fat stores. It is trying to conserve energy by reducing the number of calories it burns. Your body doesn't really want to lose weight. It goes against our nature. It's our body's pure survival instinct. So it tries everything to fight back. You might start to feel more hungry and get lazier. You probably have less energy and increased cravings for certain foods. And that can stop you from losing weight and maybe even make you feel so miserable that you stop your weight loss efforts entirely and you start regaining all that weight that you put so much effort into lose. And that's the last thing we want. The technical term for this happening is called adaptive thermogenesis, but we don't want to get too technical here. So anyway, this is when exercise comes into play. So let's talk about the importance of exercise. First things first, you can absolutely lose weight with exercise alone, but it will be significantly harder. You can easily consume 1,000 calories with any meal. A burger and fries get you there without much effort. But to burn 1,000 calories will take you 1.5 to 2 hours of intense exercise. So you can see that in theory, it would be easier not to consume the calories. It would be certainly more time efficient. We naturally lose muscle tissue as we age, so you can eat as healthy as you want. If you don't exercise, you will be falling apart by the age of 60. Your body is regressing over the years. Exercise can help you stay fit and healthy as you age. It increases bone density and your metabolic state. You keep a healthy heart and lungs, and you increase your testosterone levels, which are incredibly important for us guys anyway. Because in the end, we don't just want to lose weight, but also improve our quality of life. I mean, that's the ultimate goal here, right? When you work out, you will start to make better food choices automatically. Once you realize how hard it is to burn 1,000 calories, you start to think twice about eating them in the first place. And to be honest, you just want to eat better in general, because you start to feel better and you start to feel healthier overall. So, should you focus on one over the other? Look, exercise and diet are equally important. You have to do both 100%. Studies have actually shown that people who focus on exercise and diet right from the beginning did a much better job of achieving their goals over the long run. However, people who started with diet alone lost weight, but had trouble maintaining the weight and ultimately gained it back. And this means that if you want to maintain a healthy weight after losing it, you have to start exercising. If it feels hard for you to start both at the same time, then pick the one that you think is more sustainable for you and start with that. And slowly build up on that. I think that it is easier to start with exercising. For most of us, it is easier because we all have some sort of food addiction. And it is easier to incorporate some sort of activity into your life than taking away the beloved food. Start to make small, deliberate changes to your diet as you go. Only have sodas with meals and water in between, or substitute fried food for grilled food. There are so many things that you can do to make big progress with small changes. When you start to exercise regularly, you will start to make better food choices automatically. That's a fact, even though you can't imagine that right now. What do you think? Do you think that exercise and diet are equally important, or does one work better for you? Let me know in the comments below. I'm keen to hear your opinion. Okay, in my experience, the fastest and most sustainable way to lose weight and get healthy is to eat in a slight caloric deficit of around 300 to 500 calories. And take exercise as a bonus. Don't worry about how many calories you burn. That number fluctuates anyway and is never correct. So take it as a bonus. It will put you in a higher deficit, and over time you will even be able to eat more food because your BMI is increasing. I think that's the best of both worlds. I hope that makes sense anyway. So if you want to lose weight and keep it off, you gotta do both. And why wouldn't you anyway? If you're serious about weight loss and living a healthy life permanently, you have to start make better food choices and you have to exercise. There's no easy way out. It takes determination, and most importantly, you have to be consistent. It doesn't matter what you do if you don't do it consistently. If you want a done-for-you meal plan and a 25-minute home workout that is designed to burn fat and build muscle at the same time, then check out the one in the description below. It's completely free. Just leave your email address so I know where to send it. I'm sure you know the drill. So I hope you learned something. And by the way, if you like the video, then make sure to hit that like button. I appreciate your feedback, and it really helps out with the channel as well. Also, share the video with anyone that might benefit from it as well. If you want more content like this, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, how you know, this channel is all about helping you on your journey to lose weight, get fit, and create a healthy lifestyle permanently for you and for your family, because fitness doesn't have to be complicated. If you want to know what other great benefits come from exercise, if you exercise regularly, then check out this video now. Do that now, and I'll see you in the next video.